So now I would like to show some advanced functions in Excel. So I have two tables. One table I called Overview, or the worksheet I called Overview, and the other worksheet is called Matrix. What we have in the overview is name of teachers, when they were observed, by when and by whom they were observed, and the grades they received. So as first thing, I would like to sort of give the total score a different color. So if they are 2 or better, I want it to be green. So highlight cells rules, everything less than 9 is supposed to be green. So if they have a 3 and worse, that means everything greater than 12 is supposed to be red. So if you have a 3 average exactly, you're having a 12, you're not red. If you're beyond that, then you're being red, marked red, and the rest between 9 and 12 is supposed to be yellow. Good. So now we already have coloring of our score. And please notice that if this teacher, for example, here, who has a score of 9, if for the materials I would change it from 3 to 2, automatically it changes to green. Good. The next thing is I want to format a cell, a table. Actually, the reason why I'm giving it a format is not because to make it look more professional, but in this case, you have your table name. I can give the table a name. Yes. I want to name it Overview. Makes it easier to understand what we are talking about. Good. So this table has now a name and looks more professional. And the same thing we'll do for the next one. So this table is matrix of, depending on the grading, 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be outstanding to unsatisfactory. So we will not yet format it, we will copy it. Control A marks the table, I copied it. I am now copying it here. Notice I will paste the table to the right and down of the first one, so that when I change the column width here, it doesn't affect anything on that second table. But when pasting it, I will paste it transposed. It's this T, transpose, yes. The reason why I'm doing is that because I want to merge these two tables, and important is that this column has now 1, 2, 3, 4, which are exactly the values that I'm using here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they have to sort of coincide. Good, then let's format this table so that I can give it a name. As, okay, matrix. Let's tell him to wrap. Let's make it a little bit wider. So now we have our table 1 and table 2. Now I want to merge these two tables. To do that, first I have to go under data, get data, and then from other source, from table range, and we will load and close to create only connection. Good. This one's called overview. We don't need to do anything else. Okay. Done. Same for the next one. You can also use this icon here from table / range. Okay. Close and save to. Only create connection. Now we have 2 connections. Good. Now I can go again on get data and combine them, merge the tables. So this is my source. I'm starting with overview and want to add something for matrix. Now I can only take one column here and merge it with one column here. So I will take the lesson plan. In the lesson plan we have the options 1, 2, 3, 4, and this column 1 has also the options 1, 2, 3, 4, and as we are selecting a column, not a row, that's why we needed to transpose the table before. So I chose lesson plan and column 1, and join kind left order, which means for the 1 I will take the one from, I will take a row that has the 1. For 2 I take the row with the 2, for 3 the row with the 3, 4 the row with the 4. So I'm taking the complete row for each number that I have here, and I would add it now to the new table. As you see, the selected has matched 12 out of the first 12 rows. Perfect. So what you see here is now this big matrix, which has all of the table matrix, which is not quite what we want, because since we are matching only lesson plan, we should add only that belongs to the column lesson plan. And by deselecting everything else, instead of adding all the column, please notice I also deselected column 1. I'm left only with the information that is corresponding to lesson plan, a grade of 1, which is outstanding lesson plan. Okay, now we move, and there we are. So now we're getting a big table. It says lesson plan with numbers and the text that belongs to this number. And that's all we need for now. Close and load to. We're now making a connection called merge 1 is good. So this is our first merge. Good. And now we want to continue, but we'll start with merge 1. Okay, so we will not select overview as before, but the new one called merge 1, which has the lesson plan and the new information corresponding to the lesson plan. And again, we'll join it with matrix, same as before, objectives and column 1, 12 out of 12. Okay, continue. Again, we don't want the whole table, we just want the information that belongs to objectives, and we don't want prefix. Okay, and we want to rearrange it. See how our table is growing. We have lesson plan, the text, objectives, and the text to objectives. And let's continue. Close and load to. Only connection. Go. Now we keep doing this. Start with merge 2 and matrix. After objectives, we want materials. Again with column. Yes. Continue. Again, we don't want the whole matrix, we just want what's in materials. No prefix. Done. Shift it. Close and load to connection. Okay. And one more. Start with merge 3. Add the matrix. Differentiation. Yes. Column. Good. Again, only the column that belongs to differentiation. No prefixes. Done. Move it. Good. So now we have this big new table. We could paste it as a new table in a new worksheet, but we don't need actually. Not for what we need. So we are creating only connector called merge 4. Yep. Now I want to create a pivot table. Insert pivot table. Select we want to use the query merge 4, which was the last one we did. Open. Okay. We want a new worksheet. Okay. Add. Good. So we'll now create a new table, and you will see in a second how this table would look like. We start with filters. Where is it? Teacher name is the filter. And let's move this to the right. Good. And next I want to pivot table options, display classic layout. I don't want grand totals. I don't want to auto-fit the columns during updates, and preserve the cell formatting on updates. Okay. And the next thing I have to remove are the subtotals. Okay, let's see what we can do that. Now we want observed by, observed on, as column, and instead of all teachers, I'll just choose one. Okay. No subtotals. No subtotals. Good. Next, lesson plan. What was the next? Objectives. Objectives material. situation. Good. Field settings, no subtotals, and tabular form. No row, no column headers. Do not show subtotals. So checking the field settings. Okay, looks good. Now we will add here ups observed by observed on lesson plan and objectives. So basically we are almost done. Yes, we want to insert slicer or the name teacher. Okay. It's basically just the same as this drop down, or we can choose the teacher. I choose 6. Okay. He will change everything. But I can also easier just choose here 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 6. So it's easier just to choose it from the slicer. Can we make it bigger? Yes, we can. Okay, good. So this is now our teacher. Okay. We are adding 2 spaces here. And now we will make this column A very, very small. Good. So I mean, the problem here is that if I, for example, I make it smaller and tell him to wrap everything, put the date on the left, and now I change the teacher. Yes, again, this is not wrapped. So to maintain the formatting while changing the source for the pivot table, here, if you go back to teacher 4, because we asked him to preserve self-formatting on update, he's switching back for the teacher 4 to maintain this formatting of wrapped text. But he doesn't do that, or doesn't apply that automatically to the other cells, to the other teachers. So to really do this fast, there is another way. First of all, we'll select this table. Okay. Format the cell as new style. I'll just give a blank new style. Okay, set as default. Here we have the styles. So it could give different. Okay, we don't want any styles. What I will do now is I will go on View and automate macro. We give it a shortcut, CTRL+u, this workbook, yes. So I go, select my table, size 16, font automatic black. We should start from A. So we want to select this, give it a font of 16. Canopy looks nice. Automatic background for the moon is fine. Good. Now make this wider. And this wider. 260. Okay. Now give this a background of light blue. Nope, that will not work this way. You just make it simple. One like this. And one like this. Good. Now page layout, margins, orientation, size, A5, print area, breaks, okay, scale, fit one page by one page, center vertically and horizontally. Okay, that's it. Good. So then we call this teacher. Good. So if I now go, we have to finish. Stop recording. Okay. The idea basically now is that I can select the teacher, press CTRL+u for update. Oops. That didn't work. Okay. Record again. Select this. Font, size 16. Automatic. Good. Select this. Line in the middle. Select this again. Line in the middle. Light blue. Let's go back here. No, not yet. This all left. Good. And wrap text. Okay. And let's center this. Ah, yes, now I understand. We're looking here, but in reality it's in the A column. Now it looks better. Okay, done. And now we tell him stop macro. Good. So if I choose now a different teacher, I press CTRL+u and I get it formatted in seconds. Good. If I press CTRL+p, this is what you would be printing. Is there? Actually, okay, let's record another macro. Don't want this. New pivot style. Okay, good. Stop the macro. Edit it. Now we're just copying this. Adding it here. And deleting this one. Okay. No. Okay. Save as. Practice. Good. Good. Notice that when you save with macros, it's xlsm instead of xlsx. Changes the extension. So I choose a new teacher. CTRL+u. take this out. New teacher, CTRL+u, and there we are. CTRL+p, ready to print. Understandably, we can change the formatting as we want, record the macro appropriately, and then print it. That's not the best way, I'm sure, but it's a way to create a new table out of this new old table and replacing the numbers with text.